Welcome to the June 2019 Star Wars News Roundup, where we cover all the major movie, TV, video game, and canon news of the past month. In movie and television news, Michelle Rejwan has been named Senior Vice President of Live Action Development and Production at Lucasfilm. Deadline reported that she will oversee a new slate of feature films and episodic series for Lucasfilm and Disney+, and continue to produce with Kennedy as the Star Wars franchise is built out. I'm hopeful that means we've got a lot of unannounced Star Wars TV and film projects headed our way in the years to come. In comic news, it was announced that Greg Pak and Phil Noto will be taking over writing and art for the main Star Wars line. Greg recently wrote for the Age of Rebellion comics, and I think he did a good job, so I'm excited to see where he takes the main heroes in the time just before The Empire Strikes Back. A tie-in comic for Fallen Order was also announced, called Dark Temple. Set before the events of the game, we will follow the character Seer when she was a Padawan. Written by Matthew Rosenberg with art by Paolo Villanelli, the series begins in September. That does it for announcements, but I wanted to mention that tickets for Star Wars Celebration 2020 in Anaheim went on sale this past month. As of right now, 4-day, Friday, and Saturday passes are all sold out, which is insane. Thursday and Sunday are still available. Molly and I bought our passes, so we'll definitely be there. I don't want to speak for Elliot, but he's been at the past 2 celebrations, so he better come again. But that's it from me, so now I'll throw things over to him for gaming news.
Thank you, Alex. As for gaming news in June, the big news of course comes from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order that had its full gameplay reveal at EA Play early in the month. The gameplay reveal showed 14 minutes of raw gameplay footage showing Cal Kestis in action, killing Purge troopers and much more, giving us a good idea of how the actual gameplay will look. And then later in the month, a few weeks after EA Play, they also released the full 26-minute version of the gameplay where you can also see him driving an AT-AT, he gets introduced to Saw Gerrera and much more. Both me and Alex got to try out the combat in the game through a behind-the-scenes demo, where it felt quite different compared to how the demo looked because, for instance, you do not have unlimited force powers, so the game actually felt a lot harder to play than it did when you watched it during the demo. As for Battlefront 2, on June 26th, it received the Where Are Those Droidicus update that finally brought in Droidicus to Battlefront 2, as well as the TX-130 tank. On top of that, they also added a Naboo Capital Supremacy map, 212th Recon Division skin, 41st Scout Battalion skin, as well as a General Skywalker skin. And they also did some hero health on kill card changes, as well as added crouching for blaster heroes. Moving forward, they did announce that Felucia is coming this fall, as well as a PvE mode, both of which we will be getting more details on in August. As for Galaxy of Heroes, the game received a couple of new characters in June, including Shaak Ti, General Kenobi's Negotiator, Geonosian Brood Alpha, as well as Wat Tambor, all available in the game right now. In Star Wars The Old Republic, game update 5.10.3, the Dantooine Incursion arrived to the game with some in-game events such as the Pirate Incursion, where you could get some unique rewards such as armor sets, Ugnaught companion mounts, and much more. Lastly, during Microsoft's E3 press conference, they announced the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga game, which will adapt all 9 episodes of the Star Wars saga into one game. And unlike previous LEGO games, you don't have to play through the game through a linear fashion, but you can choose to start the game from any of the main Skywalker Saga episodes and complete them in any order you wish. And this game will be released in 2020. That's all for the gaming news. Now back to Alex.
Thanks, Elliot. If you want to keep more up to date with Star Wars gaming news every day, subscribe to Battlefront Updates, who provides daily videos about all Star Wars games, not just Battlefront. But that's it for June. The Star Wars News Roundup will return August 1st to cover everything that goes on in the month of July. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to our channels, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.